And I'm here to introduce you to a very special individual. His name is Ed Beckley, and they call him the Millionaire Maker. Why? Because for years he's been teaching thousands of folks, just like you and me, how to achieve financial independence. His technique? Buying real estate with no down payment. Over 25,000 people nationwide have graduated from Ed's widely acclaimed no down payment seminars. And many of those have gone on to make their personal fortunes using techniques they learned from Ed.
If you were alive during the infomercial boom of the 80s and 90s, you might remember this name, Ed Beckley. No, not the daredevil stuntman. We're talking about the other Ed Beckley, the one who promised you could buy houses with no money, no credit, and no common sense. His claim to fame? The no down payment real estate seminar. The only thing going down was your bank account after you paid for it. Let's dive into the world of late night lies, credit card chaos, and one man's masterclass in making money off your desperation. Before we get started, I would like to give a shout out to Razor Rex. You're doing great things for this channel, and we enjoy having you here. Now, let's get to the video.
Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. Hi. How are you all doing today? Great. Hey, let me ask you a question here. How many of you out there really want to be a millionaire? Raise your hand high. Everybody, raise their hand. Almost everybody. Great. Now I got a tougher question for you. How many of you are willing to work for it? Raise your hand. We lost a few there, didn't we? Yeah, we always do. That's right.
Born in San Rafael, California, Ed Beckley's career started off normal. He claimed that he went to school and earned a bachelor's degree in economics and a master's in business from San Francisco State University. After graduating, Beckley would teach business in high school. With no money for a down payment, Ed and his wife of 2 years went to a real estate agent trying to buy a house. After being laughed out of the office, Ed said he would remember that day, and that is when a seminar star was born. He would begin going to seminars and reading how-to books. He claimed the first property he bought was in Quincy, California, and then later one in Lake Tahoe and Sacramento. In 1978, Ed was ready to leave the boring life of teaching and go all in on real estate. He would become a part-time independent loan broker, helping people with getting loans for housing, buildings, and resorts. Seeing that he had a knack for real estate, he would write his first book called No Down Payments Formulas, which became the cornerstone of his Millionaire Maker television seminars.
The first 3 weeks, we've already bought 7 properties, and with no money down, we're putting $30,000 cash in our pocket from the purchase of these 7 properties.
We'll actually make $106,000 paid to us, and we'll net about $83,000 out of that, and that's for about 3 days worth of work, so that's not too bad.
I acquired over $1.5 million worth of income-producing real estate, including a beautiful home for myself, within 18 months.
Ed's strategy sounded easy. Find real estate deals where sellers are totally cool with getting nothing up front. Because those deals are just everywhere, right? The reality? There's only so much real estate out there, and not nearly enough desperate sellers willing to hand over their property for free, unless something's horribly wrong with it. This whole no money down thing wasn't a formula. It was more like a fantasy with a price tag. $395 for the seminar, $295 for the home study course, and $0 for results. Refunds? Good luck with that. Most people who paid in never saw their money again or the success they were promised. Here's some free advice. When someone teaches you how to get rich, chances are they got rich by teaching you, not by doing what they're preaching. Ed Beckley was no different. The real estate stuff? That was bait. The real money came from the seminars. Thousands of people shelled out hundreds of dollars, thinking they were buying the key to financial freedom. In the end, the only person unlocking anything was Ed, and it was the cash drawer. Eventually, the complaints started piling up. Then came the lawsuit. $2.8 million on behalf of 8,000 customers who each paid over $295 and got basically nothing.
Dream in their heart, waiting to be set free. You can do anything if you only believe in that dream.
And you all have these dreams. And what I want to be able to do is take those dreams via the unique money-making vehicle of real estate and translate them into financial freedom.
My most passionate dream is to be financially independent. I want to be able to help my friends, my family, to travel all over this world, to continue buying real estate, possibly all over this world. And Ed Beckley's no down payment seminar has made it all come true.
The first week I gained a $70,000 property, and then after that I acquired close to $250,000, I believe, is what I've been involved in the last 2 months.
I believe through this method that a person even of my age, you can have an estate that'll just blow your mind by the time you're ready to retire.
Ed Beckley's next big idea? Turning your wallet into a ticking time bomb using credit cards and fairy tales. Introducing the Credit Card Millionaire system. The name alone feels like it should come with a warning label and a bankruptcy attorney on speed dial. So what was the grand strategy? First, Ed recommended you apply for up to 200 credit cards, because apparently, getting denied on 199 of them was part of the journey. Then, once approved, you were to take out cash advances, as in actual borrowed money, with sky-high interest rates. And then came the final step in his master plan. Invest all that cash into short-term, low-risk, high-yield opportunities. Sounds fancy, right? Except there's just one problem. Those investments don't actually exist. It's like searching for a unicorn that gives stock tips. In the real world, if something is short-term, low-risk, and high-yield, it's probably also illegal or imaginary. Let's break it down. Short-term? Sure, your money will disappear quickly. Low-risk? Only if you consider total financial collapse a small hiccup. High-yield? The only thing yielding a profit here was Ed. And what happens when you take out cash advances on dozens of cards? You rack up interest so fast, your monthly minimums start looking like mortgage payments. Shocking absolutely no one. Beckley's brilliant system didn't turn people into millionaires. It turned them into debt collectors' favorite contacts. Most people couldn't even get the cards in the first place. And the few who did ended up underwater faster than you can say minimum payment due. Eventually, the fantasy crashed into reality. Ed filed for bankruptcy, reportedly losing nearly $2 million of his own money in the process. His personal life took a nosedive, too. His wife of 19 years said, "Yeah, I'm out," and left him. It was the classic guru downfall. Overpromise, underdeliver, then disappear behind a pile of unpaid bills and shredded credit reports. But once the dust settled, he was back at it again. The same scam, but with a twist. He started a new company called Home Business Technologies Incorporated. This time, the pitch was slightly different. Not get rich quick, but supplement your income. Sounds safer, right? He charged $295 to teach people how to become distributors for services like college loan searches, discount travel, rental cars, grocery coupons, and even sunglasses and gumball machines. Basically, things the internet does for free now. This new angle helped him dodge legal bullets, because if people made any money at all, Ed could argue it wasn't a scam. It just wasn't a jackpot. Still, the Better Business Bureau and State Attorney General's offices issued public warnings. They didn't sue, but they definitely were keeping a close eye on it. With nobody buying into his new gimmick, the company faded away. And so did Ed.